Hey guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video for this Monday. And on Monday, we go over the general community news and anything official out of Infinity Ward. On Tuesday, June the 2nd, many of us were anticipating the release of Season 4 along with the 1.22 update. However, that was delayed. We don't know how much of this delay coincides with PlayStation having delayed an announcement that they were going to make, but nonetheless, we did get a tweet out of Call of Duty on June the 1st that read, "While we look forward to playing the new season of Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Call of Duty Plunder mobile, now is not the time. We are moving the launches of Modern Warfare Season 4 and Call of Duty Mobile Season 7 to later dates." When I was doing the research for this video, I wanted to go back to the original Call of Duty tweet on June the 1st to kind of see what sorts of comments and messages were left by the community, as well as its metric performance. And when I did, I noticed that there was a censored edit on it by Twitter themselves with "the following media includes potentially sensitive content." Typically, these sorts of censored tweets by Twitter are typically done for the political tribes that banter back and forth as they score opposition points on one another within the echo chamber of what I call the Twitterazzi. But nonetheless, it was interesting to see that Call of Duty was hit with this because, of course, it is a gaming company. And within the gaming community, most people want to discuss gaming and not necessarily politics. Many of you, of course, that follow the Call of Duty content have your favorite fellow creators that cover the game, and I enjoy a lot of their content as well. They typically don't go into any sort of political dialogue, with maybe the exception of Drifter. Call of Duty is the latest game that I'm covering here on my channel, having had experience with other development companies whose games didn't even make it to live. Many of those were sunset after they were released. So guys, it is so important that when you get involved with gaming that you diversify your content. I know there are fans who just like one particular game and like individuals who cover those games, but we can run into issues from time to time that can really sour the milk of our game coverage. We saw that very clearly with Battlefield, where I had planned on covering the game. I wasn't too enthusiastic about it being a World War II game, but it had its own political woke moment that caused it all sorts of trouble as well. I am a gamer who covers gaming, if for no other reason than it is a form of entertainment for me, but more specifically, it is an opportunity for me to escape the political arena that I'm surrounded by in social media, as we have seen the resistance movement develop into all sorts of branches and all sorts of ilks, which has been a big major disruption to social media in general, as well as having injected itself into the gaming community, which I find incredibly disappointing. And here we are yet again seeing Infinity Ward, Call of Duty, and even Blizzard, or even PlayStation, now bringing themselves into the political arena. We did have a bit of a distraction from all the political flag waving when it comes to community news, and that was the release of a video, presumably being content of a early access or early alpha of what will be the newest Call of Duty 2020 offering out of the development team. But nonetheless, of course, it has been removed from many of the sites that it was linked to, but it can be found if you do the correct type of searching. But nonetheless, it's really kind of too early to really jump on board with any thoughts or opinions about it because we really don't know what all it will entail. So based upon just the little bit of information that we've had, some people have been able to make some sorts and or levels of speculation on what we can anticipate. But nonetheless, I kind of reserve all of that. I'm just kind of cautiously optimistic about what we can anticipate, and we'll just kind of wait for the official news to be released, and I'm sure we'll get some sort of news here in the future, because as we are currently in this delay, we're not exactly sure when any new content, Season 4, the 1.22 update, will be released, but nonetheless, I'm sure we'll probably hear something about it this week. Alright guys, so that's going to be the community news for this Monday, June the 8th. I thought about going more into the political aspects of this, but that's what I cover on my Friday vlog. So if you guys have any level of interest in the political climate that we're currently in, of course you can watch the Friday vlogs where I go more into that, as politics was something that I did involve myself with in the late 90s and early 2000s. It's more of a hobby now that I do occasionally cover here on the channel on the Friday vlogs. But nonetheless, of course, I want to reserve most of this mainly for Call of Duty gaming information and news. But nonetheless, guys, I want to thank all of you guys for your continued support of the channel and coverage of Call of Duty here on the channel. And if you are following this on DTube and BitChute, I would encourage you guys to give me a follow and or subscribe there as well. Appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon for you guys to click on and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, notifications, so you know when there will be content on Call of Duty released here on the channel. That way, all of you guys will have all the latest information and news out of Infinity Ward, Activision, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Plunder.